Cocktober! I can't believe it, brother!
Vicky. Cocktober. Hey there, Jaythestingray back here again with another Cocktober review. Cockvember. Today I'm going to be talking about At Close Range. This is recommended by my buddy Pizowell. And I really wanted to get this film reviewed this year. I've been waiting for like over a month now to get the physical disc from Netflix because I didn't want to have to go look for a download anywhere. So I went ahead and bought this damn thing. Relatively cheap, but it also comes with State of Grace, another pen film that I like a lot. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie, so I wanted to check it out again. And as I remember, like, not really being all that impressed with it the first time I saw it, and I've become a fan of a lot of Sean Penn's work from around this time, from his early career. Really talented guy, obviously. But yeah, it stars Sean Penn and his brother Chris, and Christopher Walken and Mary Stuart Masterson. Directed by James Foley from 1986. And this film, I think, like, one of the most striking things to me is how much Sean Penn and Chris Penn look alike in this movie. Is I think as they aged a little bit, they look, you know, pretty dramatically different. You know, Chris was always a little heavier, and you know, rest in peace, Chris Penn. I think he left the earth way too soon. Really talented actor. I'm a fan of a lot of his work as well. So rest in peace. And yeah, but they really flow well off of each other in this film, and they just look so similar. It's really striking. Of course, they play brothers, so it's appropriate. But basically, Christopher Walken plays the father, Brad Whitewood, and his son is Sean Penn, and his other son is Chris Penn. Brad and Tommy are their names, and basically Christopher Walken's character left, and he comes back into these guys' lives like they haven't seen him in so many years, and he's like a big-time criminal. Like runs this whole operation where they, you know, sell stolen goods, stuff like that. And the kids are trying to get into his business basically, and he's like slowly letting them in. You know, they get together with a lot of their friends and start stealing tractors and getting more involved in crime, and, you know, enjoying the, you know, money they get from that, and enjoying that type of lifestyle. And the whole time Sean Penn has been dating Terry, played by Mary Stuart Masterson, eventually becomes his love interest in the film. And yeah, that's, you know, pretty much the gist of it. You can kind of imagine what happens. Chris Walken really turns out to be kind of an asshole, you know, as expected in the film. A really big asshole, and really sad ending to this film. You know what all transpires, but no spoilers, so I'll leave that alone. But this is a great movie, great movie. I really enjoyed it when I watched it. I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad I went back and watched it again. I'm probably going to rewatch it here shortly. But highly recommend this film to you guys. Wonderful direction, wonderful acting. I would really love to see a Blu-ray transfer of this at some point. And just, you know, perfect example of some great movies from the 80s. Thanks a lot, Pizowell, for recommending this to me again. You know, just so glad I watched it. And, you know, obviously the acting performances of these guys is off the charts. You know, really talented folks. This is kind of before Walken was kind of hamming it up with his style of acting, you know, which he, you know, once he started going on Saturday Night Live and kind of making fun of himself, I think it really took away from his acting ability in his films. It seems like he kind of does that in his films just to, he's like doing a stick of himself in his own movies. And, you know, like King of New York, stuff like that. Big fan of Walken. Before he got before he was Chris Walken, you know, Christopher Walken, before people started doing impressions of him, stuff like that. But great film. Check this one out, guys. Oh, let's see. This film also stars. Let's see. Kiefer Sutherland has a small role in there. Stephen Joffrey's has a role in there, and also Crispin Glover. Stephen Joffrey's and Crispin Glover play the friends of Sean Penn and Chris Penn in the film. Just, I mean, chock full of great young actors at that time. And, yeah, I can't say enough good things about this film. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. And if you have seen it, let me know what you think on this fucked up, weird Google Plus comments deal. Hopefully I'll get to see if you post a comment. Thanks for watching. Peace.